What up, family? Let's jump into this Juicy J, fam. Um, we know the verses just went down, and it was a classic verses, man. You feel what I'm saying? Bone Thugs, a legendary group in hip hop, and then you got a legendary group like 3 6. It was all good. They had the little scrabble, but they come back as grown men, and that's what's up. You feel what I'm saying? I salute that, right? Now, we all know that groups break up pretty much in hip hop. You know, it's just a thing in hip hop. It ain't like country music or another genre. You know, when hip hop, even R&B groups, you know what I'm saying? When they come to the culture, they seem to break up after a certain period of time of being together, right? And most of these breakups, they have their own reasons, you know, but the majority of them pretty much be the same thing when it come to money issues. You know what I'm saying? Different street stuff, drugs, a whole lot of different stuff come into play. But anyway, Juicy J was just on an interview, right? And he was asked why was 3 6 Mafia, why did they break up? Juicy J pretty much kept it real, fam. And he was like drugs, pretty much. You know, broke the group up. When, you know, powder came into play, different stuff like that, man, it just tore everything down. And he went on to say, like, I ain't knocking nobody, pointing no fingers, but to be real, that what happened. It was drugs that did it to 3 6. Now, we all know that Memphis, if you didn't know, that Memphis real big on the, you know, the toot. You feel what I'm saying? That's a thing that they do. And Juice went on to say heroin and different stuff like this was in the play with members of 3 6. This is facts. This is what Juicy J saying, what happened. You know what I'm saying? To cause the group to, because people that was on the label was not making shows, Juicy was saying, or not making appointments due to the drugs. You feel me? It's gonna affect you at a certain point. I don't care how good of a pro you think you is. You feel me? Especially when you traveling and, you know, be on the road like these hip hop artists do, right? Now, for years, Juicy J really been getting backlash for how a lot of the 3 6 members, people really think they should be living, or they got a bad deal with Juicy J, and a lot of them left on their own. You feel what I'm saying? This is the fact. It's the same, and I'm gonna put it in the same surface with Birdman, and I can name a few more. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna put it in the same surface with Birdman, to where a lot of artists that left see now. Once you get old and recognize the business, you see what's going on. That's why 3 6 was able to reunite like what they did on the Verses. That's why Cash Money is able to reunite, because, you know, they got older and seen like, okay, that is the business. You know, that's really how it goes. So it really don't be the Juicy J's, and it really do not be the Birdmans. You feel me? Because there's always a third party involved. You feel what I'm saying? And they going through that to get what they need. You dig what I'm saying? Whatever type of deal it might be, that's the deal that everybody know, that you gonna go through that third person. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Juice kept it real. Didn't hold back. He said, I'm not blaming nobody. You feel what I'm saying? For nothing. But this is what's holding a lot of artists back right now. It's all they talk about, you feel what I'm saying, is maybe drugs in their record, they getting high. This is what artists do. Now they talking about drugs. You know, the other era with G's and them, it was the game, you know, how you flexing. Now they talking about drugs, this, that, you feel me? They getting high, you feel me? It's just what it is. And when you moving like that, especially being a rapper, CEO, anything, because Juice was smart. Birdman them was smart. BG them, you know, got on drugs for a minute. You feel me? Crunch and them did they thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, once a person calm down on what they own, can see that this person was on a business mind, even if you didn't get it like you think you should. But being on them drugs, you be parrot. And Juicy J keeping it real and said that's what, you know, that's what happened. You feel what I'm saying? And that was a big stand-up move, you know, to say that, because that's a fact, because people have been thinking that, you know, Juicy J just been the one that just been sending out these bad deals to the 3-6 members, and they should be in a better position. You know how the streets talk. But at the end of the day, everybody together, still doing their thing, just left verses. But that's Juicy J, man, with it. It was a drug that kind of brung it down, because people don't be, you know, on time. Different stuff like that when it comes to the music. You kind of forget that. You know, you let the drugs take over. You think about it later. You make yourself a better person. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.